This story will probably shock you. A white woman orders an adopted black girl to carry rice on her head, like Africans. Here it is.
Put it on your head. Like an African. Lift it up there. Come on. Yes, put it on there. Come on. Come on. You have to know how to do this. This is like in your blood.
Ow.
There we go. You got this. Okay. Now get it centered on there. Keep your head still.
Oh, that's pretty heavy. Oh, gosh.
Right, just get it on there centered. There we go.
Let's put up the picture full mass. That is the mother of that child. The child is adopted by the culturally insensitive woman that you see. Kaylee Wilson, and I hope somebody gets you this segment. Kaylee Wilson is a mother who decided to adopt a child from Africa. She instructed this child to put a bag of rice on her head because it's, quote, in her blood. Drew backlash over the mother's cultural education methods. Wilson, who runs an adoption coaching business, operates social channels with content about her lifestyle, caring for her adopted and biological children. Now, ma'am, I got to tell you, I really do want to give you some benefit here, but you're making it real hard. All right. As I said, I was a foster kid. I had people who were selfless and were not responsible to take care of me, but they did. Nobody's perfect. All right. There's more to the story. So in the caption of the video, Wilson wrote, quote, "Let's have move black baby emoji and who wore it better." When faced with criticism over the clip, Wilson posted a response video showing all the angry comments, essentially saying she was celebrating their African culture. Quote, "We spent over 2 years living in various African countries, learning the culture and spending time with the people," Wilson stated. "They don't get offended. And they love when we partake in their culture. We look forward to moving back to Lagos soon." Yeah. She likes black people. She's comfortable with the Africans. Let's put it up. Right. In many African countries and other areas of the world, head carrying is a practice that helps people carry and transport goods. The practice is deeply ingrained in the economic and social infrastructure as an important domestic and occupational responsibility. While some deem the moment cute and instructive, others express concerns with Wilson's verbiage. While educating the child about her heritage, most comments believe Wilson lacked cultural competency due to her choice of words, urge her to adopt better teaching styles. And I want to say this, madam. The way you contextualized it made it a cultural joke, when it in fact is a cultural dynamic that aids in the heritage, the legacy, the ability to transport, and the skill that's learned and taught from generation to generation. If you teach it in that context, nobody gets upset. But this is the moment when you realize you have a Black African child. That's it. You get to live in a world where you don't have to do things like, let's say, code switch, okay? But your child will, unfortunately. So the contextualization was the issue. And a child who's not conscious of your minimizing of the cultural dynamic, that doesn't mean that you're off the hook. You have to lead the child in a way that's comparable to the love you have. And I have a rule in my family. And the rule is, if I've hurt you, I care about your emotional well-being first, even if it was unintentional or a misunderstanding. I need to know, are you okay first? Period. All right. So one commenter wrote, I want to read this for the record. He said, The fact that you don't know why your words are insensitive tells me all I need to know. The historical context is so far beyond people being offended or sensitive. One person commented, "This is so disrespectful." Even if she is an African, since when is something from a culture in her blood? Carrying a bag of rice is not in her blood. Someone else wrote, "I am African and I live in Africa with my parents. Have never made me carry a heavy bag on my head." Another comment reads, "How carrying heavy bags on our head is in our blood, according to you, is diabolical." And ma'am, can you at least listen to the Africans that are responding on your page? Can you do that? Can you pause for a moment? All right, Jackson, what are your thoughts here?
Well, I think our beliefs cause us to go about things in certain types of ways. For instance, like if she wasn't being exploitative and just kind of trying to make a spectacle out of things, then she could have not recorded it. Or even if she did record
Right.
it, let's just be like, hey, let's both put bags on our heads and see if we can make it to the end of the aisle without dropping it. Like, totally
Right.
different context right
That's right.
there. You know what I'm saying? Like then it would have just been like anybody could have done that. Like but that's not what she did. You know, she put it on, she made a spectacle out of it. She was like, "Oh, you know, you kind of got it in your DNA. Let's go." And she was trying to get views off of it. And then she pretended like she didn't know what was going on, like she just couldn't understand. But again, a simple change of context and how she went about it would have completely changed how people saw this incident. But again, what we believe is, you know, causes us to go about everything certain
right.
types of ways. So that's all
That's
it
right.
was.